bus spot and train spotting as usual. Of course, for this morning live session, of course, I came here a bit earlier because buses were not running on time, a bit more later, with buses being like 5 to 10 minutes late. Which is appalling for both number 8 and number 10, because the thing is they would jeopardise doing a live stream. So of course I got on earlier number 8, and here I am, of course, with a good 15-20 minutes to spare. So we're getting on with the video. You saw Alexander Savar 300 number 2778 leave. We've got Alexander Savar 400 by scanning into 50 UD 15365, and in the back you could see a triaxle Mercedes-Benz Turismo from Merchant Coaches at Cheltenham Spa, which will be heading on excursions, because the thing is because it's now summer, it is more or less excursion time for coach operators. So with that said, what bus the Lineside Transport hub on this day? This is grey, and of course there is a chance of thunderstorms maybe later or during the week of late. Let's go look. Is this dry of late? That's all I can say. Is this dry and late? So already here is, of course, Flixbus Yutong GT12, which of course is going to be, and it's a late 2024 plate instead of 2023 plate, and of course it'll be heading on the service to London Victoria via Tottenham and Swindon, number 44. And then of course next to is Go Ahead Pums Right Gemini 3 Street Deck number 374 again, which of course, as you've seen many times, it has been featured many times this week, because we also have Alexander Savar forwarded by Scania 5365. Next door to that is Alexander Savar forwarded by Scania to 30D 15877. So it's got Alexander Savar 237 238. Alexander Savar 327 905. Alexander Savar formed by Scania to 30D 15880. That was, of course, a photo shot by a fellow bus spotter, Sam Fraser, during the week, or maybe last week, in the Cheltenham depot. And then finally we got Alexander Savar 400 MMC 10753. So another Alexander Savar forwarded by Scania 15360, and of course 15354 Rupert Williams as well. And of course that's our screen display. So we go. We're now heading outside. Well, of course, there goes 5363 at speed. And of course, Merchant's triaxle was able to make the turn. See, that one has a 2005 plate, but the thing is, so the Turismo was actually newer than that, so that could be a private plate. What? It says 2685 is on the number 1 to Matson. It's not supposed to come out of the transport hub. I mean, what is going on here? So, there goes Mercedes-Benz Turismo on the triaxle. I guess 685 is supposed to be returned to depot. Ten 753 is now leaving. Along with the go-ahead firm's right Gemini 3 Street there. Oh, we got another one in the new livery. Alexander Savara 300 by man 18.24. He put your hands together for 22,745. So yeah, 22,745 of course in the new livery. Following 3,607. So there goes 10,753. Followed by 374. And followed by 15,351 Alex Parent. Hello to John's Travels. Nice to hear from you. I am doing very well. And of course, hello to No Comment. Silly kind of name, Shirley. Please don't call me Shirley. $27,905 leaving. Right, and there's about 300. Of course, we've got a green light heading towards the railway station now. And of course, we will be doing, of course, rail stuff a lot later as well. It looks like we've got another bus coach coming along the front here to, oh, we actually got two to notice. Of course, we've got Dacious Holidays, Mercedes-Benz Turismo, and there was a Thameser as well, KB coaches of Eastington Stonehouse. Nice to hear that you've met a bus spotting kid once, but remember, I am not a kid, I am a young adult, 23 years old, that I've been on this earth. But I'm telling you, I'm one of the new breeds, of course. Only that I, as I say, I'm an adult, not a kid. Even though my looks, if you saw my face, don't look it. I am still an adult. So, anyways, KB coaches, Thameser Safari MD9. Of course, Dacious Holidays Mercedes-Benz Turismo, which always uses a 9494X bus, of course, bus stop to actually load people on. But I wouldn't think that would be acceptable for use for Flixbus. I think all Flixbus services will be using Stand B, which is the less use of National, the one less used by National Express. And if anybody asks, I'm just waiting for that Thameser Safari MD9 to move. And they'll be just moving. Hello to We Outside. I am in Gloucester, United Kingdom, doing bus spotting and train spotting. So there we go. There goes the Thameser Safari MD9 as we head off to the railway station, which I think I already see a train there, but I don't know when it's supposed to depart there. So Great Western Railway looks like a class 158. That would be leaving from platform 4. And as you say, I can only hear it from the back, see it from the back. And no, I am not an engineer. I am just a bus spotter, and of course, I do a lot of volunteering that involves bar and kitchen work. But no, I am not an engineer. Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie me. There was a cancellation up there for the service to London Paddington. So we got 9:27 to Cardiff Central, that's late. I expected 9:43. Service to Bristol Temple Mews, which is on platform 4, running slightly late. So I must need to get to the other side immediately, because that train is going to depart. And how the hell did you know that, John's Travels? I haven't even seen the train yet. Not in the face anyway. No way. You're actually correct, John's Travels. Because that is pretty good guesswork. Did you notice that just by the coach numbers at the bottom that it actually makes it 760 by any chance? Anyways, 158 760 is now departing. And we also have a cross-country class 170 Turbo Star just about arriving. Yeah, sadly it's only a 2-coach set. Like that. And we will go and see our very late running Cardiff Central train, which is going to be very interesting what number that's going to have. But of course it's in the original livery. And way outside, no, I would never become an engineer. My dream was to be a train driver. That would be more interesting than being an engineer, but that would be way years into the future, if anything. Again, how did you know that, John's Travels? Because I did not look at the things on it. So we got 681 Alexander Simvara 300 by Sky K230 BB 28681, running a good few minutes late. Are you watching from some kind of very accurate app thing, John's Travels? Because yes, the train is going to Cardiff Central, but it's several minutes late. That's why that sounded a bit wrong. There's an idiot with a car making a very loud sound as well. Yep, 170, 623. Wow, so real-time trains and open train times seems to be something very, very accurate indeed. So basically, all you're saying is you're actually being my eyes before I actually see it, John's Travels. All I can say is thank you. Many thanks indeed. Just have a look at the screen display one more time. But I think anything, because of the times, it's going to have to be called off until the afternoon. Yeah, it's supposed to be a 9:44. Expect 9:45 service to Swansea via Cardiff Central Coin at Didcot Parkway. I know we get services to Edinburgh. There is no bleeding doubt about that. But a service to Swansea from here? You're more likely to get that from. You're more likely to get that from somewhere else. You're more likely to get a service like that from Swindon, not. It's 176.22. So it looks like some extra trains may have been put on then. There's a 9:44 to Swansea, and that it happens to be a couple of minutes late. We may as well see that for the first time. Hello, Mega Big Ben Thurber, my friend. Yes. Of course, I am just finishing up on bus spotting and train spotting. So, got KB coaches. Of course, this one, of course, is a Neoplan tour liner. Sorry, not a Neoplan tour liner, a MAN Moby People Explorer. Just see the service to Swansea arrive, and then we're going to have to end it there. So it's a 10 coach train, so it's comprised of 2 coaches. Right. Thanks for saying that about the Seven-Tail Shut, because I guess they're doing maintenance there, I wonder. But of course it would be nice to have every other train divert through Gloucester permanently, and then have every other train go through the Seven-Tail Junction. But that kind of a train would have had to have 10 coaches on, just basically like this one, formed of 800 007, 800 003. Oh yeah, of course, to John's Travels, of course, Mega Big Ben Thurban, of course, is my my volunteering work buddy, because we're all both volunteers at more or less work in the same place, the Cavern. Of course, he's an all-time gamer, and he does a lot of live stream stuff. Of course, at the moment, he has around 1,600 subscribers. And I'm, of course, on 705. So he is quite successful. But the thing is that Mega Big Ben Thurban's thing is newer than mine.
Gloucester.
His channel is newer than mine. Mine is, of course, a good couple of years older than his. Cross country class 170, 622's leaving in the background. And there goes the Swansea service, which is more or less a once in a lifetime opportunity. So yeah, that about wraps up the morning session. So of course that last bit was very interesting. But of course later, of course, we will see a lot more trains later. So with that said, thank you for watching my X-Files. I will see you later at about 12:05. So of course, final buses of course are arriving. We've got 1093 and another Alexander Svar 400. Scania behind it. And then 1054 Alexander Svar 400 MMC departing. So yeah, another thing is I hope you enjoyed watching that Swansea service come through, because that usually never happens, because they usually go through Swindon all the way towards Bristol Temple Leeds, then divert down towards Sentinel Junction. But go on, and if you want a petition signed or to talk to Great Western Rail or other things, if you want to see like every other Great Western Railway service on their to Swansea or Carmarthen on their rota, to divert down Gloucester instead to serve, of course, the west load of the England. So with that, from that point of perspective, then the Bristol perspective. So with that said, thank you for watching my X-Files, and I will see you again next time. Slug heads!